Hello students, our next question is question number 2 of exercise 3.3, and it states from the pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solutions if they exist by the elimination method. Means first of all we have to form the pair of linear equations, and our first problem is, if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, a fraction reduces to 1. It becomes 1 by 2 if we only add 1 to the denominator. What is the fraction? And we know that in these type of questions or problems, they are in which we have to ask about to find the fraction number. We always assume numerator and denominator. Let the numerator is equal to x and denominator is equal to y. Therefore fraction will be numerator over denominator, that will be x over y. Now we will come to the conditions. If we add 1 to the numerator, now I am adding 1 to numerator, means it will be x plus 1, and subtract 1 from the denominator, and 1 is subtracted from y, and the fraction reduces to 1, and fraction will be 1, that will be 1 by 1. And by simplifying I will get the equation by cross multiplication. 1 into x plus 1, 1 into y minus 1, and so it will be x plus 1 is equal to y minus 1, and so x minus y, y will be shifted to this side and 1 will be shifted to this side also, it will be plus 2 is equal to 0. This is our first equation. And second condition is, it becomes 1 by 2, this fraction becomes 1 by 2 when, if we only add 1 to the denominator, we are adding 1 to denominator only, and the numerator will be as it is, and by cross multiplication we will get 2x is equal to y plus 1, and so 2x minus y minus 1 is equal to 0, and this is our second equation, and these are our required equations for this problem. Now we will take these two equations and we see the coefficients of y are already equal, so there is no need to multiply each of the equations with the coefficient of each other. So taking 1 and 2 directly, no need to write about anything, and it will be x minus y plus 2 is equal to 0, and second one is 2x minus y minus 1 is equal to 0, and by changing the signs it will be minus, plus and plus, and these variables will be cancelled, and this is plus minus minus, and it will be minus x here, plus plus 3 is equal to 0, and minus x is equal to minus 3, the sign of 3 will be changed, and so by cancelling these negatives we will get x is equal to 3, and we will put this value in one of the equations, putting x is equal to 3 in equation 1. What shall we get? X is 3, and so 3 will be placed on the place of x, and y and 2 will be same. 3 plus 2 will be 5, and this is minus y is equal to 0, and so minus y is equal to minus 5, and so y is equal to 5. And what are x and y? These are numerator and denominators, and for the fraction, therefore required fraction is x over y, that is 3/5. Part number 2 of question number 2 is 5 years ago Noori was thrice as old as Sonu. 10 years later Noori will be twice as old as Sonu. How old are Noori and Sonu? And this is a type of question in which we have to find the present ages of the persons, and we will suppose those ages, and it will be let the present age of Noori is equal to x years, and let the present age of Sonu y years. Now according to question, what are our conditions? 5 years ago, and first is related to 5 years ago. First of all, we will find the ages of Noori and Sonu before 5 years or 5 years ago, and it will be age of Noori, that will be x minus 5. I have already told you ago means minus and after means plus, and age of Sonu, that will be y minus 5. And what is the relation of their ages at that time? That was 5 years ago Noori was thrice as old as Sonu, means this age was thrice the age of Sonu. Therefore x minus 5 is 3 times the age of Sonu, that is y minus 5. And we will simplify this equation. It will be x minus 5 is equal to 3y minus 15, and so x minus 3y is equal to minus 15 plus 5, and it will be x minus 3y is equal to minus 10. This is our first equation. And second condition is 10 years later. Now we will talk about the age after 10 years. 10 years later, age of Noori will be, later means plus, x plus 10, and age of Sonu will be y plus 10 also. And what is the relation? Therefore 10 years later Noori will be twice as old as Sonu. This age will be twice of the age of Sonu. So x plus 10 will be twice, means 2 times the age of Sonu. And so x plus 10 is equal to 2y plus 20, and by simplifying, x minus 2y is equal to 20 minus 10. 10 will be shifted to this side, and so x minus 2y is equal to 10. That is our second equation. Now we will solve these equations, and again here is no need to multiply these equations with the coefficient of each other, because the coefficients of x are already equal. So we will take only these equations and subtract them from 1 and 2, taking 1 and 2. X minus 3y is equal to minus 10, and x minus 2y is equal to 10, and the signs are minus from plus and plus from minus. These are cancelled, and minus plus minus, 3 minus 2 will be minus y, and minus minus plus, and it will be minus 20, and so y is equal to 20 here. This is the value of y. I will substitute this value in equation 1, putting y is equal to 20. In first equation it will be x minus 3 into 20 is equal to minus 10, and x minus 60 is equal to minus 10, x is equal to minus 10, and 60 will be shifted to right side and it will be of positive sign, and x is equal to 50. And what are x and y? And therefore present age of Nuri, that was x, that is 50 years, and present age of Sonu, that was y, and 20 years. And this is our answer.